officers that are too fat and lazy to get off their asses to do anything. Instead, they'd rather sit there in their office and not do anything, especially if the student comes to them and tells them, I'm being bullied. What do they do? They don't do anything. The society nowadays, for the way bullying has become, it is getting ridiculous. It truly, truly is, because you got resource officers, some that do give a shit, and there are some that don't give a shit. Likewise with teachers, some teachers out there give a shit, some teachers out there don't give a shit. And that's just like with the parents. The parents raise their kids the wrong way and act like I raised my kid the right way. Obviously you didn't, because if you were to pay attention to your child and teach them right from wrong, there wouldn't be none of this crap. Everybody would get along with one another. There wouldn't be any bullying going on. That's the way the society is nowadays. And it makes me sick to my stomach when I hear about bullying on the news every single day. I hear about kids killing themselves. As a matter of fact, we had a kid here in the county, right here in my county, that killed himself. I want to say 9, maybe 10 years ago, maybe 11 years ago. He was being bullied because he was overweight. I'm not saying he was fat. I'm saying he was overweight. Obese, if you will, another easier term to use. He was obese. And kids started picking on him, calling him a fat boy and all of this, and he figured pretty much the only way to stop all of it was to kill himself. So what he do is he went up to the top of the bleachers, which is a 20-foot drop, and he jumped off the bleachers, and pretty much when he jumped off the bleachers, he pretty much broke his neck. What is going on with the internet here? Oh, there we go. Lost. Oh, go figure, of course. And I've lost my broadcast. Ain't that some shit? Am I on the air here still, or what? Because it says lost, but I still have, internet. What the hell's going on here? I'm not understanding this. 96%. What the hell's going on here? I lost my damn show. I think. I don't know what the hell's going on here. My damn computer's acting up here. Oh, no, I'm back on. Okay, here I am. What the hell's going on? Anyways, I'm going to take a quick commercial break here, and then I'll be back pretty much for a little more with the whole subject of bullying here. So hold on here just a second here. Okay, now we'll be back after this commercial.
Uh-oh! Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Oh, excuse me, ladies, coming through. Guess what day? Ooh, popcorn! Hey, guess what? Popcorn!
Oh, you put extra butter, huh? Nice.
What day is it? What's today? What? What? Do I have popcorn in my teeth?
I mean, we talked for a long time.
Hey, Mike! Guess what day it is?
It's
movie day! Turn off your cell phone!
You know him?
Let me call you back. Yeah, we work together.
Is that your mom, man? Oh, movies with your mom. I dig it, dude. That's nice. Movie day? Whoop, whoop! Yeah! Give it up! Movies!
Alrighty, welcome back. Talk is cheap right here on Spreaker.com. Back to the subject of bullying. I don't know what happened with my show there a few minutes ago. I lost it. I lost the broadcast for a minute or two. I have no idea what happened. But I am back on the air here, and I do apologize. Back to what I was saying. You know, the parents, they act like they know that they're raising their kids the right way. They believe they're raising their kids the right way. And the funny thing is, with the way their kids act, it's not exactly the way that they raised them. And the thing of it is they're in complete denial because, for one, if they were to raise their kids the right way, bullying wouldn't be going on around here in the society nowadays. But that, like I said, that's the world for you. That's the way society is now. That's the way it always will be, and it'll get worse before it gets better. And the thing of it is we all, since this is going around all over the internet, we all need to take a stand against bullying. We need to teach the kids what's right from wrong. We need to teach the kids how pathetic it is of them picking on a kid because of the way they look, with the way they act, with the way they dress, their race, religion, whatever. We need to teach these kids that are the bullies, we need to teach them not to do it anymore. We need to teach them what's wrong, what's right. And the funny thing is, if it doesn't get to them, there's always the easy way, which for me would be to whoop their ass. But no, seriously though, we do need to teach these kids, the ones that are going out there and bullying everyone, we need to teach these kids that it is wrong, that what they're doing is wrong. If they think that it's making themselves look good and making themselves feel good, they are absolutely stupid and pathetic. That is the way that is, and that's the way it should be. We should teach these kids what's wrong and what's right. And not only that, but we need to also get them to stop doing this bullying. And pretty much show them videos of all these kids that are dead because of the way they've been bullying. And I bet you, I'm almost willing to bet if you were to show a video or something that shows pictures of all these teenagers that have died, that have committed suicide, I'm almost willing to bet it'll wake their asses up. Will it work? Don't know. It's worth a shot. But we need to take a stand against bullying. And I'm not saying just me alone. I'm talking about the whole entire United States needs to take a stand. If you don't take a stand, we cannot stop it. We cannot help our children. I mean, if we can't take a stand against it, bullying is going to continue until what kids do we have left? You know what I mean? And all these kids are dying at a young age, going from young teen, all the way to like 19 years old. It is ridiculous. It truly is. And like I said earlier at the beginning of the program, death is not the answer to these problems. Death is not the answer to any of these problems. Not to bullying, not especially to bullying. It's really not the answer. And these kids, they don't know that. And one minute they act like they're fine. Next thing you know, they go up in the room, pull a gun out, stick it to their head, and pow! Right in their head. Dead. Because they believe that it is the only way to answer, that problem. It is not the way to answer it. We need to learn to sit down and talk to these kids and say it's okay to open up about who's been bullying you. You can talk to us about this, and we can help you. Now, I know the student may ask you, how can you help me with a situation like this? Get people who have been bullied before, get young adults, such as myself, for example. Get young adults who have been bullied before in their lifetime. Get them to sit down and talk to the kids who have been bullied. And get them to say, hey, it's okay to talk about it because we've been there. We know what it's like. Get them to do that. And then after that, they'll feel comfortable about it. And then the next thing you know, they'll be just like me or someone else to walk up to that bully and say, you know what, you're pathetic. You're trying to make yourself look good by making fun of people, talking bad about them and all that. And all you're doing is just making yourself look stupid. You really are. And that is how you get their attention. That's how you get them to stop. Now, granted, they may actually look at you and may want to whoop your ass. That's when they're even more stupid. That's reality for you. The reality of this world really sucks. It really does. The problems we face in this society, in this world, in this United States, and not only the United States, but all over the world, the problems we face with nowadays, it is absolutely ridiculous. And, of course, I will be back on the air, what's today, Tuesday. I will be back on the air Thursday night for another episode of Talk is Cheap. What the subject will be, I have yet to decide. I will get to that when Thursday comes around. However, though, just to be on a little reminder, I will be back on the air tomorrow night, except I will be on my show, The Seth Show. I think tomorrow night will be a random night for music. I have not made up my mind if I wanted to do a theme or not, but if not, then it'll be a regular old random music night that I always do. So, and for those of y'all who would like to listen in to that too, for any of y'all who like good music, funny comedy clips, and great humor, I will be on the air 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, and 4:30 p.m. Pacific Time. So I figured give you guys a heads up on that one. Of course, we have 5 minutes left before the podcast is done. Well, I mean, even though I can do 3 hours, but I'm only doing 30 minutes 30-minute podcasts for this. So, and we'll see how it goes after a while. If not, then I'll end this podcast and just say, to hell with it. It's done. But, though, I think with the way it's going right now, I might stick with it. But bullying, but back to the subject of bullying here. I'm going off subject with other things here. But back to the subject of bullying, though. People need to be aware of it. We need to open up our eyes. We need to pay attention to the kids in school. We need to pay attention to our children. I don't have any children, but I'm saying, for those of y'all out there, we need to pay attention to our children. We need to listen to them. Okay, if they're telling us that they're being bullied at school, we need to pay attention to that, and we need to get it to stop. If that means going to the principal and telling the principal, my child is being bullied from this kid, and we need to get it to stop. And we need to get it to stop now. That's what we need to do. But there are a whole lot of parents out there, like I said, that really don't pay attention to the children. And you wonder why they act the way they do. And the funny thing is, as they're in complete denial, when you try to approach them and tell them, hey, you know what, you're bullying this child, and you need to stop. And the student could look right at you and say, I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't doing nothing. And then, of course, the person turn around and look at you, and then the principal turn around and look at you and act like you're lying, saying, I thought you told me you were being bullied. I am being bullied. It's just he's lying. He's in denial. I say, okay, well, he doesn't seem like he's bullying you right now. No, of course not, because you confronted him. But that's the way the society is now. That's the way the society is nowadays, and it's really, really bad. It really is. I hate it. This world makes me sick sometimes. There are times when I hear about these kids, and I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, I've been there. I've been there, done that. I've been bullied. Okay, I have been bullied. When I hear about these young kids that are out there and they believe death is the only answer to their problems from all this bullying, I'm not going to lie, I shed a tear every time I hear it, because for one, these kids, they have not lived a life. They have not lived a full life. They're cutting their lives short because of all these kids out there that are being completely idiotic by bullying them. And because of that, you're getting all these young kids that are committing suicide, hanging themselves, shooting themselves, jumping off bridges, jumping off bleachers, whatever. And they're cutting their lives short because of this. It's got to stop, you guys. It's got to stop. We got to pay attention to these kids. We got to learn to pay attention to these kids. And if we can't, we're going to lose them, okay? And I know there are a lot of parents out there that love their children to death, that are willing to do anything for them. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Pay attention to them. Don't ignore them. We do this. We can do this. We can put a stop to bullying once and for all. We can end it. But I can't do this alone, and neither can anyone else. Everyone out there in the internet world, and not just in the internet world, all my followers also who know kids that are being bullied too, we got to help them. We need to help them. We need to get together. We need to help these kids. We need to stop the bullying. We got to. We have got to. Otherwise, we're going to lose our children. We are going to lose our kids because of stupid things. I mean, really, stupid things. Anyways, I may go on a few minutes longer here, but like I said, I normally do 30-minute podcasts here since I've been doing this, since I started doing this. Sorry if I sound sniffly here. Not really. I don't have a cold, but been yawning so much today, so I apologize for that. But in case y'all missed it earlier, I did play a song from a band called Rise Against, and the song was called "Make It Stop." Just throwing that one out there for you guys. And the song has a strong meaning to the song has a strong meaning to it because it is